welcome back once again. We're still live at the PerformX studio, and I have been having a swell time with industry leaders who are doing phenomenal work, from agriculture to technology to education, and all spheres. And we are here. I am here live with um, one of the phenomenal leaders. His name is Ikenna Osueze. He is the Senior Vice President at FINCRA Technologies. Hello, Ikenna. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great.
Right.
You know.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So, the theme of this event is building both, executing smart, and performing beyond.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come from the place of execution now, and
Okay.
giving your position as a senior vice president at one of the most, not one of the global payment infrastructure
Exactly.
company, fintech company.
Yeah.
How do you measure? How do you measure success when it comes to payment infrastructure services towards performing beyond
Yeah.
in FINCRA?
All right. So, how do we measure success? Right.
Yes.
There are two answers. I'm going to give you the answer that everybody expects. Then I'll give you the answer that is the real thing, the
Okay, I want
non-conventional.
to hear it.
Right.
Good.
So how do we measure success? First of all, we use what we call our lag results. FINCRA is a place that is very principled, right? Everything that we do is built on the basis of a couple of books. And one of those books is The Four Disciplines of Execution. And in that book, a very key part is lag results. So lag results essentially is what is the end goal, right, of whatever you're doing. So that ensures that, let me put it in the analogy of maybe someone that wants to lose weight, right? Your lag result might be to lose 5 kilograms. And then what do you have to do every day is now the walking and exercising and whatnot, right? So in FINCRA, we always operate on the principle of lag results. What is our success rate, right? What's our success rate for this corridor, for this channel, for this payment type? So if in Nigeria, what's our success rate for a cards, payment scheme? Within the cards, what's success rate for a MasterCard, for a Visa card, for a Verve card, right? Within the Verve cards or the MasterCards, you can still go deeper. Now, what's the success rate for if it was a Zenith card, if it was a this, if it was a that, right? So that is
structure process.
yes. So that's one of the first key things we use to measure success, right? We have all those data points. Now, that is the traditional answer. That's what we should look at normally, right? However, there's something that is deeper. There's something that is deeper than just saying you're looking at the numbers or you're looking at your success rates. And what is that? It's trust. So our true measure of going beyond, right, is literally what is the trust of our customers. Do our customers trust us every single day? Even when your success rate is low, do they still trust you? Do they trust you enough to refer you to other businesses? Can this customer become one that he's having such a good experience, he's happy to tell others that, hey, we do operate in this space through FINCRA, right? And that's why we're having this amazing experience. So those are the metrics for success for me. We have the traditional one, and then we now have the real thing, which is trust, right? We're in an industry that is governed by trust. So yeah.
Wow, wonderful. Trust is, it sounds a little bit cliche, but with the way you have shared it, it looks like it's something that must be deeply understood as a company, as an employee. And yes, so thank you so much for sharing that. And we've spoken about executing smart, and that's what you just shared with us. I want us to go towards the line of boldness.
Okay.
So for you, Ikenna, what is the boldest prediction you have for the African payment infrastructure services today? What is the boldest prediction that you feel like if we don't look into this, or if we look into this, it will change the entire dynamics of the payment infrastructure across board?
The boldest prediction I have is literally our vision, right? And that is to liberate Africa, right? But how? By building the rails to an interconnected Africa. What this means is that the day African trade becomes seamless, meaning that anybody anywhere can scale their business from Nigeria to Ghana, because now he can easily collect money from a Ghanaian. In Ghanaian could pay him his local currency. He'll be settled in his naira that he wants, right? Not just Nigeria, Ghana, but think about everywhere. Nigeria, Mozambique, Mozambique, Botswana, Botswana, Namibia. The day African payment rails work efficiently, work instantly, the world would feel it. The entire world is going to change. There's so much beyond even just the resources and the talent in Africa, right? But there's so much potential in Africa that is just untapped because people literally don't have a way to seamlessly make and receive payments. It's that simple, right? It could even be as little as any use case. So let's say you're running a company in Nigeria. Why don't you hire a developer from maybe Rwanda, right? Or from Botswana? It's because now paying the guy becomes a hassle. For the guy getting paid becomes a hassle. You're thinking of USD, you're thinking of other currencies and the like, right? Once that gap is bridged, right? Think of the use case. Think of the not sometimes not even just the big businesses, but also think of the SMEs. Think of the guy that is selling shoes on IG that now can just use a logistics business and send that thing over to Tanzania. And the guy in Tanzania has paid him, right? And he has gotten his naira immediately. Like the potential is ridiculous, right? Once we can bridge that gap, the world will feel. So yeah, so that's my boldest prediction, right? And I'll stand on it any day, anytime, anywhere.
That is actually very bold.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for sharing, Ikenna. It's been an insightful one with you. Thank you for being real. You said it earlier. You're going to talk from a place of what is and what is happening, and you've been able to do justice to that. Thank you so much, Ikenna, for sharing with us.